traders at Access Bank expect a less active secondary market today as investors focus their attention on today's 36 billion naira Treasury bills auction. Kinskin Ukeje, Treasury Team Member at Access Bank, joins me now for more on the markets. Kinskin, let's talk about the auction and what your expectations are.
Oh, thank you very much, Ken. At the market, the fixed income market, the DMO will be offering 36 billion, which will be maturing this week. So it's just they're offering what is maturing across the standard tenors for the 91 days, 182 days, and 364 days maturity. On the 91 days, they're offering about 2 billion. On the 182, about 3 billion, and on the 364 days, they're offering 30 billion. Considering this very low amount on offer and the liquidity in the market, we expect rates to inch lower at the end of this auction.
Because I was going to ask in terms of comparison with previous auctions, how this you think this is going to fare then?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
How do you think this is going to fare in comparison with previous auctions?
Yeah, in comparison with previous auction, considering it should fare significantly lower.
All right, then
I'm looking at single digits for the 1 year.
Okay, let's get into your thoughts for the market this week then in terms of what's at play. What's the liquidity situation looking like then?
Okay, for the liquidity situation in the market, the market is very liquid. On Monday, it opened at about 512 billion naira. Going yesterday, we saw it also open at 487 billion. And the OPI rates and the overnight rates even showed a decline to 0.93% and 1.53% respectively, and in the money market space. Given this high liquidity, we've seen increased demand in the fixed income space for the treasury bills, and also in the bonds on the short to medium term. We've seen increased buying sentiments on those ends.
Because you mentioned that increased demand on the T-bill space, right? We're seeing similar trends play across in terms of the curve.
Sorry, I didn't get you, Ken.
Looking at the T-bill space, you mentioned that you were seeing increased demand there, and I'm trying to imagine where across the curve we're seeing all that activity filtering.
Yeah, in the T-bill space, we're seeing market participants trying to place in the liquidity they have in across the curve. We've seen demands on the March 2024 bills maturity, which is currently trading around 6.5%. And we also saw interest for the July and September, which are trading sub 9 and 10% respectively.
In terms of FX now, what's the situation like at the INE window then?
Yeah, for the INE window, we continue to see very thin liquidity in that space. Yesterday, we saw the INE close at about 784 naira to the dollar. What we've seen is that we continue to see demand for dollars to fulfill a lot of obligations continue to outweigh the supply in that market. Relatively, we've seen market trade within the 700 and 800 band.
Yeah, because we're expecting inflation filtering in a couple of days now. We just saw Ghana down. Inflation continues to slow down in Ghana, down about 200 basis points today. But what are your expectations for inflation in Nigeria going forward?
Going forward in Nigeria, we would expect a marginal inch up in inflation, given the next inflation figures.
All right, we'll be looking at that. And thank you so much for your time. Kinskin Ukeje there, Treasury Team Member at Access Bank, talking us through activities in the fixed income and FX markets.